It was a crisp morning on my ranch, the kind where the air smells of dew and the world feels like it's holding its breath. I was sipping coffee on the porch, boots propped on the railing, when sirens sliced through the quiet like a knife. Red and blue lights danced across my hay bales, stacked tight from last night's work. 3 patrol cars rolled up, kicking gravel. I set my mug down, hand-brushing my belt for a badge I'd left inside. Something told me this wasn't about a stray cow. Deputy Harris, looking like he'd rather be anywhere else, shuffled over with a notepad. "Sheriff, got a call about illegal agricultural structures," he mumbled, avoiding my eyes. I raised an eyebrow, nodding at the hay bales. "Those structures." The wind kicked up, rustling the grass like it was in on the joke. Before I could say more, she appeared, Lydia, the self-appointed guardian of suburban perfection. Beige VY sore, polo shirt, clipboard in one hand, phone recording in the other. She marched forward like she owned the county. 16 hay bales in plain sight. Lydia barked, arms crossed. "It's a violation of community standards. This isn't a farm zone. It's residential adjacent." I blinked. Residential adjacent? This was my land, zoned agricultural for decades. Deputy Harris started to explain, but Lydia cut him off, jabbing a finger at me. "I told your boss here." I couldn't help but grin. "Ma'am, I'm Sheriff Nathan Brooks. This is my land, and I'm the county sheriff." Her jaw dropped, then snapped shut. Harris nodded awkwardly. "He's the sheriff, ma'am. Owns the place." Lydia's face went tomato red. "Well, I called the police," she stammered. "And you got him?" I said, calm as a summer pond. She'd moved here 3 months ago. Her cookie-cutter house plopped where the pavement turned to dirt. The sight of my hay bales seemed to unravel her entire existence. She paced, stomping through the grass, muttering about filing complaints with the HOA, the zoning board, even the local news. I tilted my head. "No, HOA out here, ma'am. Unincorporated land. Try the news, though I loved my goats last year." Her eyes flickered like a faulty security camera, and she stormed off, phone still recording, yelling about community justice. Harris sighed. "She's filed 4 complaints in a month, sir. Your barn lights are too bright, your fence too rustic, your windmill spins aggressively." I chuckled. "Aggressive windmills? That's new." I clapped his shoulder and sent him off. Lydia wasn't done, though. That evening, my phone buzzed with an email from the zoning department, a petition from Lydia with 5 signatures, demanding I be investigated for environmental negligence. I laughed so hard I nearly spilled my coffee. She had no idea who she was messing with. The next morning, a plastic notice was zip-tied to my gate, screaming violation. Unauthorized agricultural display in block letters. No county seal, just a glitter gel signature. Saw Lydia, interim HOA chair saw. I tossed in the burn barrel, but Lydia was rallying. Neighbors called, furious. She'd slapped a pink tag on Doug's steer and left pamphlets about a cleaner community that looked like a golf course. She hacked the community Facebook group, posting about rural blight and VY Sewell uniformity. Then I found her flyers at the feed store, one with a photoshopped red X over my hay bales, captioned, "Are you the problem?" It got worse. My trail cam caught Lydia sneaking onto my land at 2:17 a.m., poking my hay bales like a spy. She even sniffed them, scribbling notes. By noon, hay health alert flyers appeared, warning of mold-induced lung collapse from improperly stored hay. She cited a fake medical journal and listed her email as the environmental contact. This wasn't just annoying, it was criminal. I met with the county attorney, who confirmed she was impersonating authority and spreading false information. 2 misdemeanors, maybe 3, he said. I held off on charges, waiting to see how far she'd go. That weekend, Lydia set up a table at the farmer's market, peddling a legal fund for HOA development. She lied to folks, saying I was an absentee landlord dodging taxes. When she saw me, she shoved a petition in my face. "We're modernizing the countryside." I flipped through its 6 signatures, one clearly her dog's. I faced the crowd. "Folks, I'm Sheriff Brooks. There's no HOA here. These flyers are fake, and she's been caught trespassing and forging documents. That donation jar? It's funding fraud. Lydia's face collapsed. The crowd murmured, and someone snatched their money back. A reporter snapped a photo of her yelling, caption online, "This ain't the suburbs, lady." Then she crossed the line. I woke to find a third of my hay bales gone, drag marks and tire ruts leading away. I didn't call it in. Instead, I rigged 3 dummy bales with scrap metal, glitter, and GPS trackers, stacking them where the others were. That night, my laptop Pinjet trackers were moving. I followed in my truck, tailing the signal to Lydia's backyard. There she was arranging my bales like art, with placards reading excessive browning and rustic aroma. Lawn chairs circled the sign on an easel. It was absurd. I called Harris and 2 deputies. We moved in, my body cam rolling. I flicked on my flashlight. "Evening, Lydia." "Nice installation." She froze, pale as moonlight. "This is private property," she stammered. "So's my hay," I said. "That's felony theft and trespassing." She tried playing VY Tim, claiming she found the bales. 6 200-pound bales abandoned. I said, "No, pad out. We've got you on camera crossing a locked gate." Her assistant, a nervous guy, muttered, "I thought we had permission." Lydia snapped, but it was over. I handed her a summons for theft, trespassing, and impersonation. She screamed about hillbilly junkyards, but Harris shut her down. "That hay feeds cattle, ma'am. Cattle feed this state." I didn't arrest her then. I wanted a public reckoning. The summons was filed, and the story spread. A deputy's cousin leaked a photo of Lydia next to a glitter-covered bale, captioned, "Don't touch the sheriff's hay." It went VY row. But I knew Lydia. Embarrassment wouldn't stop herded fuel her. Sure enough, she sued me for harassment and aesthetic suppression. In court, her lawyer, a slick city type named Victor Klein, ranted about systemic agricultural intimidation. I sat with a USB drive and a calm smile. The judge, Walter Grayson, looked bored until I plugged in the drive. Footage showed Lydia sneaking, stealing, and bragging about teaching the sheriff a lesson. The courtroom stifled laughs. Klein slouched, sweating. Lydia looked gut-punched. The judge dismissed her claims, referred her for charges, and praised my restraint. Outside, someone left a tiny straw bale on her car with a note. "Let it go." But Lydia couldn't. Past midnight, my fence alarm pinged. I grabbed a flashlight and found her spray painting HOA power on my barn. She slipped on hay, yelping. I lit her up. "We got to stop meeting like this." She called it symbolic speech. I called it vandalism. Harris took her to the cruiser. No cuffs, just defeat in her eyes. She took a plea deal, restitution, community share VYC, and Leah VYing town. The neighborhood threw a cookout with a hay bale photo booth as a jab. Lydia was gone. A week later, a laminated note appeared on my fence. "Your hay still looks stupid," with a drawing of a perfect lawn. I pinned it above my desk, a reminder of what happens when control freaks mistake taste for law. Life settled, bales stacked, cattle grazed. Then Harris sent a VY Deo. 2 towns over, Lydia was at a council meeting, raging about a scarecrow safety hazard. Some folks never learn. I leaned on my fence, sunset glowing gold. The hay bale stood proud, silent proof I'd won. But had I? Lydia was someone else's problem now. But her kind always pops up while VYing clipboards and fake rules. The law held this time, but what about next? What do you think? Was I too hard on Lydia? Or did she deserve worse? Should I have arrested her sooner? Or was the public takedown better? And what's with folks like her? Why can't they leave well enough alone? Drop your thoughts below. Hit that like button if you're team hay bale, and subscribe for more stories where the law meets the land.